Oh, it's just hardware. Let's get into it. Hello, my YouTube friends! I get a lot of questions about the equipment that I use. And to be honest, it really doesn't matter what I use. I build my systems specifically for what I need to do. So you can't just go out there and pick one up. Most people trying to get into streaming aren't looking to build a system. You probably just want to know what's going to work for what you're trying to do. So today, I'm going to walk you through what you need for the type of stream that you're trying to do. And I'm going to include Mac too because they are now legit streaming options. So you know what? Let's get to it! The first thing you need to decide is what type of stream you want to do. A game streaming system is going to be a much different system than a variety streamer. And you should also know what else you might want to do on that machine. Are you going to be editing videos too? This actually matters because you don't want a machine that streams great, but edits like a snail. So let's start with someone who wants the basic variety stream. A talking head stream with some guests or something, and maybe a very light editing. So the basics. I would never buy a streaming PC without an NVIDIA card, so I consider that to be the bare minimum. You could just do a search for gaming PC NVIDIA, and you're going to see pretty much all the levels of machine. Now the cheap machine between $500 and $600 have slower CPUs and only 16 gigabytes of RAM. Lower end NVIDIA cards with only 8 gigabytes on the card. They also have pretty small hard drives. We did search for gaming PCs, sure, and you could probably do some light gaming on these machines, but they're not going to stream games well, they just aren't powerful enough. With that being said, these machines are fine for talking head type streams and light editing. For a more complex stream, something with multiple cameras that uses heavy effects and lots of video, you're gonna need to bump it up a little bit. This type of machine will do light game streaming of older titles just fine as well. The machines in this search that fall into the $1,500 or $1,600 range, you're going to be looking for 32 gigs of RAM, an NVIDIA card that should have more than 8 gigabytes of RAM. The hard drive should be at least 2 terabytes. Now I know I didn't mention the CPU, but any machine with that type of NVIDIA card and 32 gigabytes of RAM is gonna have a CPU that's fine for this type of stream. Now for Mac, you would want an M-chip machine with at least 16 gigabytes of RAM and at least 1 terabyte of hard drive space. And to be safe, I would lean towards 32 gigabyte of RAM, but Apple really gets you with that hard drive space and RAM thing. Now this level of machine will be pretty good at editing as well. Now, if you're going to be doing heavy gaming of the latest titles, it's going to cost you. For streams like this, you're pretty much going to spend $3,000 or more for your machine. You want at least 2 terabytes of fast hard drive space and the highest rated NVIDIA card that you can afford, and at least 64 gigabytes of fast RAM. Now, all that costs a pretty penny, but as they say, you get what you pay for. A machine like this is actually going to last a pretty long time. As far as Mac goes, well, no one's gaming on a Mac, so come on. There's just that. Now, a lot of folks just starting out obviously can't afford a high-end machine. So start your streaming journey with a lower-end machine. There is nothing wrong with that. Get the machine that you can afford and make the best of it. It may not do everything you want, but creative people find a way to do things that they want to do with what they have. And if you're going to be a streamer, then you're a creative person. You're going to have to figure it out. What sort of content do you plan to stream? Let me know about it down in the comments. And please let me know if you have a question about these setups I didn't answer here. And if you want to learn the basics of streaming to YouTube with OBS, check this video out. And if you're always looking for tools, tips, and tricks to help make you a better live streamer or YouTuber, subscribe to the channel. My name is Michael Feyrer Jr. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.